Hello, Sanbonani, Dumelang, Abshen, Mulweni, Hoemore. This is Mr Shandu. I am a Silverchief Mint independent distributor. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a network marketer who takes opportunity and share with other people. Today I want to be taking this moment and share with you about a business of Silverchief Mint. We are going to be doing these presentations every day at 12 o'clock in this place. So it's my home. So if you hear a child screaming and crying, that's my child. It's her home, so she has all rights to cry, but I'll try by all means to keep it professional and clean. We are on the lockdown very soon. For now, we are experiencing the pre lockdown. We are on our home, so we are preparing for a good business. I hope everyone is in. We are ready to begin and do this business. Welcome all of you in the business. This is a business of Silverchief Mint. So I'll be sharing some few things which will be in your great interest, and I'd like to believe it will change your life for good. Okay, now let's look at a few things. This is a company which was started by the man named O'Brien Marriott, who is the founder and the CVO of the company. The guy being the CVO as well, the company is registered with Indirect Marketing Association, which gives us an ease that the company is with the right association, and as well has the company registration here, you can see, and the company is VAT registered because it's the regulations of South Africa. We must be VAT registered if we are making some kind of money on a monthly basis. And we are as well looked by the FIC, which is the Financial Intelligence Center, which looks into our financial status, whether we are what are we doing with the monies, are we not doing the money laundering. So the company is set and is registered with good bodies, and as well we are compliant through Omnium, who's auditing our books and so forth. So that is very exciting about the company. I want to watch with you this video, and I truly believe it will change your life.
We are entering a period of financial crisis that is the greatest the world has ever known. The wealth transfer that will take place during this decade is the greatest wealth transfer in history. Wealth is never destroyed, it is merely transferred, and that means that on the opposite side of every crisis there is an opportunity. The great news is that all you have to do to turn this crisis into your great opportunity is to educate yourself. I believe that the best investment that you can make in your lifetime is your own education. Education on the history of money, education on finance, education on how the global economy works, education on how all of these guys, the central bankers, the stock market, how they can cheat you, how they can scam you. If you learn what is going on and how the financial world works, you can put yourself on the correct side of this wealth transfer. Winston Churchill once said that the further you look into the past, the further that you can see into the future. This program is all about creating your own crystal ball, being able to gaze into the future, being able to change this crisis, the greatest crisis in the history of mankind, into your great opportunity.
Now, this guy is known as Mike Maloney. This is the world astute economist. He is a lecturer. He wrote so many books about the economies of the world. He was the first actually to predict the world most economical crisis that we are currently starting to experience. It's going to be worse. It's going to be huge. So the guy in this video is actually saying that we must prepare for the world biggest economic crisis that we are going to be facing. If you're checking in South Africa, the hyperinflation, if you check, government will be saying that it's about 4.5%, but the Reserve Bank is saying that it is 7.68%. But if you were to check closely from the inception of the rand since from 1961, that the rand has lost so much value up to 9,042%. Actually, you can tell that per year, that is almost 12%. So basically, the rand is losing money every day. What does this mean? It means that let's say you are employed, you are getting paid 10,000. Whatever you afford to buy in January, buy 10,000. In December, that will be about 9,400, meaning there will be about 600 that is no longer accountable based on the inflation. If you are checking into this scenario, that in 1989, when I was born, with 1,000 rand, you could buy 3 full trolleys of goods. This is compared by April to April. The value of the April at that time and the value of April now. Meaning you could actually buy 3 trolleys with only 1,000. But today, that will cost you 7,566 rands, which is over 700% growth in just a space of 30 years. If you are looking into the next 10 years, by the inflation rate currently, what you would have afforded with 1,000 rands in 1989 will cost you now 15,000 rands, which simply means with 5,000 rands, you could afford to buy 1 trolley of goods. What does that mean? It means most of South Africans are going to suffer based on the hyperinflation. And if you are checking into what happens in the times of crisis, everyone turns into commodities, turns into gold. But we are saying turn into silver. Why you have to turn into silver? There are a few things I want to share with you, which are the facts. Number one is silver is the most undervalued commodity. When you speak about gold, it is high valued. You speak about platinums and others, it is high valued. When you speak about oil, high valued. But silver, it's not regulated somewhere in terms of the classes where gold belongs to. But if you are checking that, silver is the second most used commodity after the oil. Oil is used almost everywhere in the world, so as silver. Why silver is used so much? Because it has the high electrical conductivity. Meaning if your electrical appliances, they are most using silver because they have the high electrical conductivity. That is why in many things such as TVs, televisions, laptops, cell phones, many other equipments that are using electronic energy, for it to survive, you will find silver. But also as well, you will find silver in mirrors and solar panels, the ones that they actually create electricity. But as well, you'll find it on medical and dental equipments. You will find silver there. Now, this is very interesting for me. I did mechanical engineering and I can attest to this, to say, in the next coming 15 years, there will be more of electrical engine cars than the diesel and the petrol engine. England has said that in 2035, there will be no petrol or engine car driving in England. Why? Because of the global warming. We are trying to protect the environment. Now, each engine of an electrical car is worth, it has about 3 to 5 kgs of silver. So which means the more engines being manufactured, the more the demand of is silver. The guy which is known as Warren Buffett, one of the biggest investors in the world, I think he's top 3 in the most rich people in the world, Warren Buffett, invested R1 billion in silver last year. Why? A guy named by Robert Kiyosaki is known. He has so many properties. He invested so much in real estate. Last year he was here in South Africa, September, and he was asked, which is the biggest opportunity now, people which they can invest in? He said, without thinking twice, that it is silver. Now, let us check. This is a bank, biggest investment bank in the United States. You can check them, it's JP Morgan's. After 2008 recession, they decided to actually invest more in commodities, silver particularly. From 2010, if you are checking 2011, July, up until 2018, they had already collected 153 million worth of ounces of silver. Why would they collect so much? Here is the biggest secret.
Gold and silver do an accounting periodically throughout history. It's really exciting to see this. They automatically revalue themselves when the public wakes up, and they catch up to all the currency that's been produced.
To me, I've been saying this for a number of years now, silver is the biggest opportunity I have ever seen.
Silver is extremely rare. For the first time in human history, there is more gold for investors to buy in silver. That has never happened before. You can't have a commodity that the world is running out of, like silver, below mining costs. That's a situation that can't last.
It is used in cell phones, telephones, computers, electric lights, everywhere.
If silver goes to the logical 10 to 1 ratio, that's $1,500 silver.
In 1980, took 1,000 ounces of silver by a single-family median price home. That day will come again. It's probably going to be less than 500 ounces.
This opportunity isn't going to last for long. There are these brief moments throughout history that go by, as far as historic time, they go by in the blink of an eye, where the safest place to be, the place where people run to protect their financial well-being during economic crisis, gold and silver. They have been the safe haven for your finances for 5,000 years. And there's these brief moments in history where they simultaneously become the asset class that has the single greatest potential gains in absolute purchasing power, and we're in one of those right now.
Again, that video tells you very much that silver is actually the way to go. It's actually the way to go. If you are checking through the times of economic distress, silver usually follows gold and then outperforms the gold. This has been the trend, and it has been looked since from every after economic crisis. If you are checking from the 1976 to 1980, gold performed and recorded 717% of growth. Silver 1063%. Check the difference. In this one of 715 days from 1985 to 1987, gold performed 75%, silver only 29%. This is the only point in history, at least from the one that I'm checking from, where gold performed better than silver. Because if you're checking the one for 841 days, which was on 1992 to 1996, gold recorded 25%, silver 58%. Actual more than double of what gold did. If you are checking at the one of 2001 to 2008, which was for 1,812 days, gold performed 289%, silver 383%. And the last one, which was from 2008 to 2011, gold did 164%, silver 357%. This data actually gives you clear evidence that if you're speaking about silver in the economic crisis, it definitely performs well. That is why we are saying come and put your investment into silver. If you are checking it into the history repeats, for every after V-shape, there is a U-shape coming. This actually predicts the growth of silver that is going to grow so much higher than what we have experienced in the past few years. In the 1950s, we experienced this V and U shape, and in the 1970s, we experienced again this V and U shape. Now, in the 2018s, 19s, we have experienced this V shape, and now the U shape is coming. So, what we are saying with this opportunity, you are coming at the right time. Mark Maloney, who's an author of Gold and Silver, you can check this book. He has predicted that silver will grow at least 700 to 700 US dollars an ounce. We're speaking about a silver that is about what, $10 an ounce now. If that thing grows into 700 US dollars an ounce, what is going to happen? If you accumulate your vault to 10 ounces, 100 ounces of silver, piece by piece, you are definitely putting yourself in the right position. I mean, now the ratio is saying about 94 ounces of silver, you get 1 gold. After the economic crisis, it will come to about 10:1, or 5:1, or 7:1, which means with the 7 ounces of silver, you get about 1 ounce of gold. So those are the things that you must put into consideration. We want to introduce to you a Silverchief, who is a licensed distributor in the metals and investor. And this company is actually working here in our land in South Africa. And I want to tell someone who's watching this video and wishing maybe to buy silver and don't know how to do it. It's simple 4 steps. You purchase it online, you pay via EFT, and the shipping or the insurance is done, and the company guarantees the 100% buyback. So what happens is Silverchief is vaulting the silver for you so that they can buy it back. We are having a vault here in South Africa, and soon we are predicting to open another vault in Canada and somewhere in the Middle East. That is why the company is opening their offices somewhere in Dubai, so that we can move internationally. Silverchief business soon will be accepting Bitcoins and Ethereums as means of payment, which means we can attract the entire population of the world. Now let's move on and see. We are actually vaulting with Inox Vault. It is here in South Africa in Killarney. This guy is Brandon Marriott. He is the CVO and founder of Silverchief. He was in one of the vaults. So you can vault your silver with the company. What is exciting is, even if you want to exchange, to actually sell your silver, you don't have to scratch your head. The company guarantees the 100% buyback of whatever you have. Now let's talk about business. Let's talk about making money in network marketing. If I can tell you one thing, network marketing is the first profession I know that can create multi-millionaires in a short space of time. And here I am today. I am a product of network marketing business. This is a legit network marketing business which you can build at your own pace, at your own time. You can take a month, 6 months, year, 3 years to achieve whatever that you have set for yourself. Let me share with you some exciting news. This guy is known as Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad and Poor Dad. He's so much respected across the world. He came up with a cash flow quadrant saying there are 4 ways to produce income. It's either you are an employee, you are self-employed, you are a business owner, or you are an investor. If you are an employee, you have a job. If you are self-employed, you own a job. If you are a business owner, you own a system. If you are an investor, you own investments. Now, he has said that 95% of the wealth is circulated amongst the 5% population. Who are those? Those who belongs into the 3rd and 4th quadrant, which is the business owners and investors. Whereas the 5% of the wealth circulates amongst the 95% population. Those are the employees and self-employed people. So that is why when we introduce the network marketing business, we are trying by all means to push you into a quadrant where you are an owner, a system owner, or you are an investor, meaning you're a business owner. And with Silverchief, you can have that. Let's listen to this.
A special interview I've done with Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Check it out. I'm here with a couple entrepreneurial legends. Kim Kiyosaki, how are you? Robert Kiyosaki.
How
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Rich Woman. How many books have you guys sold worldwide, estimated?
Well, just Rich Dad Poor Dad alone is estimated legally produced. There's a lot of pirated copies. 33 million.
33 million books.
7 years on the New York Times bestseller list, but who's counting?
Who's counting? No big deal. Talk to people about why network marketing is such a good entrepreneurial decision in the crazy landscape that we deal with in today's economy.
Well, as we know, there's fewer and fewer jobs. You know, American corporations say they're hiring, but they're not hiring in America, they're hiring overseas. But more than that is that the reason I endorse network marketing is most people are addicted to the paycheck. And the paycheck is one of the most sinister plots ever pulled upon a human being. If you need a paycheck, you've sold your soul. You know, you've sold your body, your mind, your spirit, and your emotions. You sit there in fear of losing your job, or can I get a raise, or, you know, will I get promoted? I mean, and then, why would you do that? Another thing about which we endorse network marketing, we don't think of it as a network marketing. We think of it as entrepreneur development. Because if you need a paycheck, this is not your business. You know, we build businesses. So sometimes when Kim and I do a deal, we may not receive a paycheck for 5, 6 years.
Now, because of your data, let me just summarize what he's saying. In network marketing, it's the way to go. Do not rely on a salary. A salary is only enough to cover few basics of your needs. It's not enough to cover and grow. Just now I've shared with you the hyperinflation. Hyperinflation tells you that if you are earning 15,000 this year, at least next year your salary must grow at least with 8% so that you can sustain the kind of living lifestyle you have right now. If it's not growing by 8%, hyperinflation says that you are actually having to lower your lifestyle. In our current lives, we are upgrading our lifestyles. All of us want to live in a better house, drive a nice car, comfortable car, kids going to a better school. So that is why we need to upgrade our lifestyle. But salaries do not allow that. So become a member with Silverchief. With a Silverchief, these are the benefits you get. You get access to a business system cash flow to buy silver. Number 2, you get access to competitively priced silver and easy online purchasing. Number 3, option to liquidate, purchase the silver or have it delivered to you. Those are the benefits you all have when you become a member with Silverchief. These are not only three ones, but as well you get the vaulting, local and international vaulting. But as well, you get a buyback guarantee. We have been building systems where we are growing assets which you don't know when and who is going to buy them. But with Silverchief, at any time when you want to sell your silver, the company guarantees you a buyback. We have an access to business building, support and leverage on team efforts. What I enjoy with this business, it's a teamwork that makes the dream work. We have a revenue earnings of 4 different streams. You earn 10% commission on bulk silver purchases from customers. Let's say you are going out and you are sharing with somebody this lovely opportunity and decide to take 100,000 rands to buy pure silver and vault it. The company will pay you 10,000, which is what 10% commission of the bulk bag. Number 2, there's compound interest on specialized investment fund. This one speaks directly whenever the silver is now picking up the positive altitude. And on those specialized investment, you get the interest. But here are very nice bonuses that we earn from this company. You get a direct commission, which is a once-off, and an ongoing residual binary commissions. Let me speak about them. How to join this business? It's 2,000 rands once off. It's a membership fee. You pay it once, you are a member forever. This once off activates your membership. It's like you have bought a franchise. You now have a business. You now can share the business and make money. You get links to it, the back office and the bigger Silverchief system. You can now navigate through the system and grow your business from that setup. It activates your e-vault starting with 1 gram of silver. With your 2,000 rands, it's not only a franchise, it's not only a business, it's not only a back office, but as well 1 gram of silver. You are also having an e-vault open up for you immediately. So what is exciting as well is that there is an activation fee every month of only 1,000 rands, which you activate your business. Tell me one business that you know which you can run successfully without monthly expenses. This one only requires only 1,000. That involves every electricity, rentals and everything. Your e-vaulting is in this 1,000. What does it do? It gives you access to business, system, support and services, qualify for direct commissions and binary commissions. Meaning if you have activated your membership, you earn your direct commissions and your binary commissions based on your efforts generated in the business. And you generate more to buy more. This is where we make money. Let me show you how you make money. Let's say you refer 3 people in this lovely opportunity, the company will pay you 3,000. If you refer 4 people, 4,000. If you refer 5 people, 5,000. 10,000, 20 people, 20,000, 100 people, 100,000. You make 1,000 rand for every person who becomes a member of Silverchief through you. And what exciting as well is that you have a binary tree. This company says refer your first person, put that person on your A team or your left team, and refer your second person into your B team or your right team, we call it that way. So you have 2 sides of your business, team A, team B, or right team or left team. If you have referred first person, you get 1,000 rand. You refer a second person, you get another 1,000 rand. You refer another third person, you get another 1,000 rand. You refer a fourth person, you get another 4,000 rand. Now, which means on your first month or 2 months, you have made 4,000 rand. You only joined the business with 2,000 rand. That is very, very exciting. But what excites me the most is the binary commission. The one that says, if your downlines are bringing people into the business, Now you have 4 people on your left, 4 people on your right, which are your generations or which were brought into the business by your downlines or your uplines, whoever they may have brought here. They are now under your team. Once you have 4 on your left, 4 on your right, that is 4 on your A team, 4 on your B team, you now earning 1,000 residual commission every month. If they grow to 10, you now earn 5,000 per month. Look, even your upliners can sponsor people under you and then be counted under your name. We call it the spillover. Now, this is very, very exciting because it's a team's effort that actually contributes to your monthly earning. If you have 10 on your left, 10 on your right, boom, 5,000 rands monthly residual commission. That is very, very exciting. Let us speak directly to these figures. You have 4 left, 4 right, 1,000 rand, 1,000 rands every month. 10 left, 10 right, you are now a Silverchief, 5,000 rands every month. 20 left, 20 right, you are now a Crowned Chief, 10,000 rand per month. 50 left, 50 right, you are now a Crowned Chief, 20,000 rands per month. Now tell me, how long can it take you in South Africa to earn 20,000 rands per month? Which degree must you have? Which means you must go to school for 12 years, go to university for another 4 years, that's 16 years all in all. I'm not counting the grade R's and so forth. After then, you can have a degree which maybe can pay you 20,000 rands per month. And if you start, maybe you start on internship. But in this business, grow your team up to 50 left, 50 right. Not all these people are referred by you, mind you. This is a team effort. This is your monthly earning, 20,000 rands. But we don't stop there in Silverchief. We continue and say, if you have 100 left, 100 right, you have 40,000 rands per month. If you have 150 left, 150 right, you have 60,000 rands per month. If you have 300 left, 300 right, you have 120,000 rands per month. If you have 600 left, 600 right, you have 250,000 rands earnings every month. 250,000 rands, which means in every 4 months you are making 1,000,000 rands, but just a team of 600 people left and right. This does not stop here. The binary bonus of Silverchief is unlimited. These commissions are unlimited. If your team grows to 1,200 left and right, you earn 500,000 rands per month. If your team grows to 2,500 left and right, you're making 1,000,000 rand every month. Let me repeat. You have a team of 2,500 on your A team, a team of 2,500 on your B team. You earn 1,000,000 rands every month. You have a team of 5,000 on your A, team of 5,000 in your B leg. You earn how much? 2,000,000 rands every month. It grows to 4 million, 8 million. It's actually unlimited. So long people they join, you are actually making money. Now, how possible is to reach these numbers? Are they reachable? I can tell you right now, I joined the business of Silverchief this month of March, but already, I won't say where I am, but I am above the crowned 100 chief, which means on the 15th of April, I'm expecting nothing less than 40,000 rand per month. Why? Because the network is booming. People are excited over the business. They are joining the Silverchief. Yours is simple, is to join right now and become part of the bigger growing team of Silverchief. Whoever referred you into this live presentation knows very well that you can make money through this system. So come in and let's make money. A wise man said, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. And this guy, Warren Buffett, I spoken about him earlier on, he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Well, this brings me to an end of my presentation. I am a Silverchief member and I would like you to join my business. You can join to whomsoever, anyone you know who is in the business of Silverchief Mint. Go back to that person. Say to him or her, you want to make money in the 15th of April. What you need to do. You'll be given a link. It's simple. You work where you are. You don't even have to move out. You just take a link. You register yourself. Then you pay via EFT. You email it into support@silverchiefmint.co.za, which is a company's email address. Then you are activated. You are a member. So you must always remember to put your username as a reference. So when you're registering, you'll put a username, then that username must be a reference on your payment. Don't write Silverchief, don't write payment network marketing, don't write anything else except your username. Put in your username, you will be activated. We will be ending with you for the first time on the 15th of April next month. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight we are having a Zoom meeting which is scheduled to be at 6 o'clock. But as well, there is a 9 o'clock Zoom presentation by our leader, Ushoni, Mr. Shoni. He does an exceptional training on back office, on how to grow your business and how to know more about the investment in the silver. So tune in those Zoom meetings. We will be live every day on this page at 12 o'clock. Mr. Shandu for you. Thank you for tuning in.